How are you today, guys? We are discussing a soul calling, and I have Tonya Lehman with me. She is representing Tonya Talks, and we're going to find out about her mission and her today. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, LA?
I'm doing well. Thanks for being here. Could you please introduce us to Tonya Talks and what it means to you?
Mm. Years ago, I went to a work party of my husband's, and he's the new guy. So everybody knows him. We go to a barbecue at the manager's house, and he walks in, and everyone's all, oh, come over here, talk to me, let me get to know you. And no one talks to me. So I get my Diet Coke and my plate of food, and I go to a circle of people, and no one talks to me. So can you guess what I did, LA? I went to the bathroom and stayed there. So I'm in the guest bathroom. I'm eating my food, drinking my Diet Coke. Then I wipe down the countertops. Then I read every ingredient on the hand lotion bottle, anything to keep from going out into that uncomfortable room. Well, as you know, you can't stay in the guest bathroom the whole time. So, LA, I go out and I see a woman standing by herself, and she's just like me. No one is talking to her. So I go over to her and we cling to each other as if we're on a lifeboat together. And I actually enjoy having a conversation with her the rest of the night. But that was the night I decided I had enough. Just because I'm quiet doesn't mean I have nothing to say. Just because I'm more reserved doesn't mean I should be ignored. I have a voice. So I went on a journey, even as an introvert, to figure out how to speak up when it makes a difference, when it matters. I'm not trying to become an extrovert and talk, 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 talk. That's just not me. And it doesn't have to be me, but I do now know how to speak up when it's important. And that's what I teach my clients. And that's what I portray on social media, how I encourage people to speak up. Now, how about you, LA? Where do you find yourself? Are you more an introvert or more of an extrovert?
I'm actually more of an introvert. It's something I had to learn about myself over time, but just as you experienced, it can be difficult at times to find middle ground because we all want to be part of the conversation and part of the room, but sometimes we don't know where we fit in that conversation, right? Or if people actually want to include us. So
Exactly.
I wonder what are some of the techniques or the things that you promote with your work for us introverts?
So, one of the biggest things is we need to get over that inner critic that's saying, oh, no, you shouldn't say that. Oh, no, he's just, no, nobody wants to hear what you have to say. And so, the first secret that I teach my introverts is to move your mouth to answer off the top of your head. And we actually practice together in small group coaching so that we can speak when asked an unexpected question. Has there ever been a time when somebody's asked you an unexpected question and you're all, I don't know? Well, there are two tricks that you can do. You can deflect, you can ask them the question back, or you can distract, compliment them, and follow up with a question. So there was a man at a networking event. He asked me, well, what high school did you go to? Why do you want to know what high school I went to? That has nothing to do with my business. Yeah. And I'm thinking, oh, well, what I should have said was, what high school did you go to? And then I could discover why he was at. Maybe he's an alumni of a local school and he's looking for other people who graduated for some sort of alumni fundraising thing. Or I could have said, that's a great tie you're wearing. Where did you get it? So either deflect the question back to them or distract with a compliment followed up with a question.
Thank you for sharing. I do wonder, how did you start this work? I know you said because you experienced it yourself, but how are you currently helping some people find, I guess, the courage to just express their feelings and become engaged with others when we feel that we may lack the ability to do so?
It's all about practice in a safe place. You know how when you're with your group of friends, even as introverts, we could chat, 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 chat. But when we're in a group that we're not so familiar with, we're kind of waiting back to see where we can fit in. There was a work day at our church, and a bunch of us went, and I was on the window washing team. So me and two other ladies were washing windows. One of the ladies I already knew, and she's like me, really quiet. And the other lady I didn't know at all. So I knew that we couldn't just, quietly do our work and kind of leave her out since we knew each other already and we knew we could be quiet in each other's presence. So for the 2 hours we were washing windows, I was engaging with that woman, getting to know her, asking questions. We were teasing each other about, who had streaks on which side of the window. Then at lunch, all of us volunteers were sitting around long tables, and I could just sit back and eat my lunch. I didn't have to work the room. I didn't have to keep the conversation going. I could just enjoy my food and enjoy listening to other people, the extroverts, do all the talking because I did what I was meant to. I washed windows and I made a new lady feel welcome.
I can see that we are having a good conversation. I'm an introvert myself, and I can see you give me time to respond. And something that I've noticed is, as you mentioned, we don't always have to speak in the room also. It's totally fine to accept the fact that we are comfortable in silence. And sometimes that may come off the wrong way to others who are more used to having conversations and feeling engaged. What would you say about this?
That's so true, Ellie. Often, well, I don't know what you're thinking. Are you angry? Are you upset? Are you sad? That's what they're saying when you're quiet. Right. So we need to train ourselves as introverts to have a pleasant resting face. It's kind of strange to sound that way, but we can't just have a, because then we look bored or we look like uninterested. Instead, we have to have a pleasant resting face, whatever that means for you. So it could be like, you have to actually practice in the mirror. And then people are more accepting of your quiet. If it makes them uncomfortable and they're like, LA, what are you thinking about? Well, deflect, distract. I can give them a compliment and follow up with a question, or I can ask them back what they were saying. What are you thinking about, LA? Well, you could say, oh, that's something. Well, what about you? What are you thinking about right now? But then we do need to reveal a little bit of ourselves. If it's somebody we care to get to know better or care to have a relationship with.
Thank you. I believe that boundaries are good, but it's
Mhm.
also part of the human experience, right? And being social creatures, we want to just be part of life, and talking is part of it. Unfortunately, we have that ability and it's part of our daily lives. I really
So
like what
true.
you're doing. I believe that it's really powerful. And I wonder how else can we support you? I know you have your own website. I see it on your thumbnail. So can you tell us more about you and your actual business, how we can find you?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for asking. I always want to get the word out. I TonyaTalks.com is where you can find about my speaking. I like to go to conferences and workshops and share the tips and tricks to speaking up as an introvert. It's very fun to actually be with somebody and see in the time that we're together, see the improvement, see the aha, see the, oh, I can do this. So I would love to come to your event if you're out there thinking, I have people that could use some help. I also have video courses. You can find those online on tonyatalks.com. And then my favorite thing is my speaking games club. It's improv for introverts. And improv is actually the best way to learn to communicate quickly with confidence and clarity.
Thank you very much. I believe that a lot of people can benefit from your work, and also you have a very nice way of projecting your work. And I'm really glad to have you today and getting to meet you.
Oh, it's been very fun. Nice conversation. Thank you so much, Ellie.
Of course.